Alrighty, howdy neighbors and welcome back to Where Winter Crows Go. Last time, I started to be nice. I guess. We'll continue to be nice. I guess. On the road, look at the upper left corner of the screen. Nothing. I met with the same no service text. Looks like it's mocking me. Looks like I came burned by charging my phone at the time. Right now I'm pretty much wasting my vacation. I say it to my face, you dumb rectangle. Great insult skills. Oh, this still blows my mind. That crow has no idea what Wi-Fi is. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just start skipping. Because I understand that it can be boring. Oh, Snowflake. Morning. What you got there? Alright, we're going foraging. Oh my god, thank you so much. I don't think anything like this, but I really appreciate it. I like him. I love him.
I see.
Even better. You really want me to keep you on mind at all times, don't you? You're starting to succeed. Ew! Comment. God, he's so cute.
Alrighty.
She could be very bold, huh? I can need to answer so honestly. I say, I find it very interesting. Not the only one who could tease. You're like you're full of surprise yourself. I got force. Here comes the mind-boggling duo. I say my jokes are bad. Let's get going, yes. Away. Here we go. I like this background in particular. It is one of my favorites. The only thing that's different is when he calls me Snowflake.
Alrighty.
I'm dead. I'm the only real difference. Why are you still here? Brrr. Can't leave. I mean, it's very nice, and I like Crow. Scratch that. I really like Crow. Don't get me wrong, of course. I miss my home, and I want to go back eventually, but... Well, the most won't even come until all the snow is removed anyway. No, I don't really have a choice. I'm talking to a crow.
Cannot be trusted.
We get?
He cannot be trusted. 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 Lies. All lies.
Sick! I forgot that was voice acted. You just keep on. Hold his hand to his cheek. Maybe buy me dinner first, but dared to cook for me several times. Oh no, was it? Who was his hand? You just had an eyelash under your eye. Right. It's true, see? Shows me his thumb in a panic. Relax, dude, I was just kidding. What was I? No one who could tease, you know. Of course. Beauty. I'm gonna ask you something. I want to go outside again. Why? What kind of me? He lashed out like that. Yeah, he lashed out first yesterday. Not to mention, he's being really secretive, so I lost my temper. The person, everything he's done for me. I think I could hate him. Even if he ends up being a criminal. What went through my mind just now? Maybe I'm crazier than I thought. What the fuck, that crow is not telling me everything. How good he feels about me. He doesn't trust me completely. So do something to change that. I need more information. The restroom. Could I make breakfast? I think he'd like that. Crow's not here. Definitely sleeping then. Guess it's cooking time. Crow's moved it to his room to keep working on it. Maybe to hide it from me as well. Who knows at this point? Guess he has to kick me out after all. I said too much. I'm sorry too. So, Flick, I hope you find it interesting. Right, it's a book about crows. I release one of my hands from his grasp and caress his cheek. Pulls back. Crow. I want you to trust me. What I wish. What I want is for you to trust me. Well, you said I'm a liar, right? I was lying, but you haven't been honest yourself. You didn't tell me that Winter Hollow was an abandoned village. You didn't tell me that no buses ever come by. You didn't. I'm the talking crow. That's a two-way street. I want someone to trust you, I have to trust them too. Crow. You can't be in love without trust. I can't believe you care about me. When you won't even tell me what's going on. Be able to talk better after we both get to sleep. I'm not going anywhere. I need answers. Once I get them, I actually need to go back home. A bit anxious, scared even. Maybe he's worried about how I'm going to react. What does the blood pact fall into all this? What does it mean? That's something I could do. That stupid bird is threatening him to do stuff against his will. Just make sure Crow trusts me. Whatever happens, I'll make sure he trusts me. I think the Yandere ending's about to go the other way. I guess I couldn't sleep. Who could blame me after how action-packed yesterday was? Scratch that. With how action-packed this whole week has been. A lot has happened in a very short time. What impressed me the most is myself. I mean, normally people would be scared, put off by Crow, and this whole situation, right? Especially given how much he lied. He even pushed me against a wall yesterday. He said he won't go even further. And yet, I didn't mind. I didn't mind it one bit. Gross. He was showing me his true self. Well, the part of himself he didn't want to show, rather. Because I wouldn't say he's never been genuine. I'm more worried about him kicking me out if I discovered all of his secrets in a relationship with Red-Eyed Crow. I was more hurt by the fact that he didn't trust me, lied to me even. I was about the subject of the lie itself. That should concern you. What is this? What has a strong feeling for him when it's only been a week since I met him? I know other people for far, far longer, but I've never felt this kind of connection with anyone else. It must be crazy. You awake? I am. God, I'm so glad you answered. Yes, indeedy. I'm not much of a point of pretending I'm not here, right? Haha. You be any more awkward, Aspen? He lost his socialization skills pronto. Still, he hasn't left, so I'm probably overthinking. Did you want to ask me anything? Look, there's something really important I have to tell you. I'll bet. Is it about yesterday? In a way. Let me ask questions too. Of course. Anxious. I should go to him right now. Gotta come to my room. Fuck there. Good thing. We get changed and I'll knock on your door once I'm ready.
Thank you.
Alright, let's do this. You invited me to the room before. Once I take the clothes I'm gonna wear from the wardrobe, head to the restroom for a quick shower. Hey, hopefully I didn't take too long. I didn't wash my hair so I can go faster. That's how I do it. After a couple minutes of mulling over silly stuff, I knock on the door. Bro, come in. Hello! Whoa. Though the room's not familiar, I find myself comforted by the coziness of the same cabin that I've already become familiar with. So I did for a space full of books and research papers scattered throughout the work desk, and an even floor. The desk also has a cupboard, on top filled to the brim with bottles of plants, medicine, creams, and other indistinguishable vessels. Takes me by surprise, though, with the paintings covering part of the wall, and the easel laying against the window. Oh, these look amazing. I always thought they were photos with all the detail. Thank you. Painting is a hobby of mine. To clear my head and relax, especially when I'm not feeling well. You can call it a kind of medication. It suits you. I like drawing too. Very much so. But I sometimes draw for research purposes too. Makes sense. The drawings in the grow book are really good. For painting. A few steps to give it a closer look. No red eyes. They're more of a bluish black. Deep and mystic. I love it too. You're an amazing artist, Crow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Make you one sometime. I'd like that. Stay silent for a few moments. I'm not sure how to continue the conversation. One thought can only get us so far after all. We need to adjust the elephant in the room. It proves to be too much even for me. I try to break the silence. Sorry, don't forget the topic at hand. We really need to talk. Yeah, sure, I was about to tell you the same thing, actually. Ready when you are. I'm all ears. Who knows the sales me toward the bed, while he sits in the desk chair. Make sure I'm comfortable. Takes a deep breath. Looks me right in the eye. First things first. Is there anything you want to ask? Wait. No, let me rephrase that. Is there anything you need to ask no matter what? Well, to be honest, there's one thing in particular I can't get out of my mind. Go ahead. Are you human? Audibly gasps. It wasn't the question he was expecting. Good enough, however. Surprised to replace with a sad smile. Yes. And no. It's my turn to gasp. Wait, what? How did that work? My body's pretty much the same as any other human being. With some exceptions. What are those? One of them. You can probably already guess. Rose eyes are a very distinctive red. I doubt it's due to some kind of rare pigmentation. Still, lots of people use colored contacts nowadays, so I didn't think much of them. First, I looked into his eyes though. Now I noticed a certain glow to them. It makes me shiver every time I felt his gaze. You're the one watching me when I went outside to meet the red-eyed crow, weren't you? That's right. Well, or more accurately, the bird's eyes were watching you.
I can see through the eyes of crows in Winter Hollow.
Gross. Is that why your eyes are red? Yeah. Okay, that's kind of rad. It is kind of rad. Why does your answer not surprise me? What about the other thing? Knowledge.
Knowledge about nature.
As much as I can learn stuff from books, it'll never compare to the knowledge I receive firsthand from the environment itself. Even if there's a deep darkness within it. Even if I can't leave the area anymore. Even if I have to enter the darkness myself. I'm willing to make that sacrifice. But I feel like there's still something he's not telling me. You heard what I was talking about with the crow the other day, didn't you? I nod. Do you remember what it said? I could forget something like that. It said you had a blood pact. Exactly. What is the bird anyway? Some kind of demon? There were others like him
They're
too.
red scavengers. Demonic animals who feed on human blood and meat.
Hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Not feeding on you, are they? It's me you're worried about? No, Snowflake, they're feeding on other humans. Humans that I've been getting for them whenever they died of snowstorms. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. There's so much food. Can't they feed on that? I'm afraid my reserves are limited, Aspen. I did get a huge supply when I moved here, though. I tried to preserve as much as I could in my pantry. I wasn't born in a hunter-gatherer village for nothing. Oh, pantry? Wait, no, we can talk about that later. Even so, you have so many reserves. They could eat. It's not that simple, Snowflake. They need humans to survive. And, as I mentioned before, I cannot leave the area. Part of the Blood Pact. These scavengers some kind of weird vampire little birds. Yes. Holy shit. Okay. And now they start to make sense. Bird. The fucking bird tried to set me up. We despise Crow, so he can... Here's a gourmet human dinner. For some reason, it was taking too long. You said one of the things they gave you is knowledge of nature. Without anything else apart from what they taught you. No matter how almighty they might be with their demon powers or whatever, I can't imagine this deal being good in the long run. Really, so much nature in Winter Hollow, you know. What can you... Oh, if you can even call it nature nowadays, that is. You know, winter. Very typical. And I imagine even the demon crows, they're becoming antsy with so few humans passing by. Or let's just this. Don't elaborate. Doesn't deny anything either. Why aren't you blaming me? What do you mean? Please tell me you're joking. I seriously don't know what you're talking
I
about.
fed humans to demon birds!
I know this is such a serious moment. I know it is. But that's such a funny sentence.
I was going to do the same with you!
But you didn't.
No.
Why? I write the lips so hard, I almost taste the iron myself. Why? I'm sure you're already tired of hearing me say this all the time, but the weather in Winter Hollow is very unpredictable. No one would like this. I was actually lived here before. For real? Every year they would stay for 3 whole seasons, and leave before winter even began. Most of their cattle, enough to withstand the cold. Of course, this was when the weather was actually normal, and the village was still called late in spring. Let's see. The sign I saw yesterday was a real deal then. What happened? No one knows. What? Oh, the demon believe me, not fond of them either. Not to blame for the never-ending winter. It's just the reason why I made the pact in the first place. I couldn't bring myself to leave late in spring.
I had to know what was causing this strange weather, how it affected nature, how it possessed other animals to survive under such harsh conditions.
But of course, I'm only human. But possibly risk it to the point where my body would break. I needed something more powerful. That's when I met the red scavengers. Never appeared before that. Nah. So strange. New lanes bring it top to bottom. I'd never seen creatures like them. Strong enough to withstand blizzards. They just don't have the energy to kill humans or move them around. That's why you made the pact? Yeah. I never really killed any humans myself, though. Snowstorms did all the work for me. Well, not all the work. There are times snow covers up the cadavers. So much I need to get a shovel. It's hard to spot them too lately. I don't know how long these demons can take without eating humans to survive. It's been so long that, as long as Crow was implying, they must have been desperate. Me conveniently passing by was the chance they needed. If that's the case, why am I different then? From what I'm getting, it seems you've been struggling with getting any humans in the area. Why leave me be? surprised myself.
You were the only one who asked for help.
I'd be serious.
Unbelievable, right? Out of all the people who got stuck here, you were the only one who desperately tried to survive. That made me curious about you. It made me respect you. Even though you arrived so incredibly unprepared, you still made everything you could with whatever you had at your disposal.
You may be giving me too much credit here. I don't want to keep listening to him.
You were so amazing. I just had to get to know you.
And you ended up being so much more than I could have possibly expected. I want to know why I didn't feed you to the red scavengers. I want to know why I didn't care about them anymore.
Because I love you.
Ew. But I'll understand if you don't feel the same, of course. Even taking into account my excuses, we only met a week ago. Things considered. Let him finish the sentence. Very... Ew. But should have conveyed my feelings well enough. I didn't say anything. He just stands there. Shock. Right at the cranberry. I don't feel like teasing him right now, though. Nervous myself. Well, say something. I'm such a bad kisser.
No.
No. No. It's just... Is it okay with you? Why wouldn't it be? Didn't you hear what I said before? You didn't love me. I gave you my answer. It'll be the death of me. I really don't care what you did before, Crow. I don't care what you're going to do to me either. I don't care that we've known each other for very little. I don't care if every person in the world thinks we're a couple of deranged maniacs. The only thing I care about is you. I care about you, and I want to be with you. Always. Aspen. But no more lying bullshit. I will seriously punch you in the face. Instead of being left in the dark. God, you're so... I don't mind, that's such a crazy bastard. It's on you. I'm into that shit. Ew. Besides, I'm a crazy bastard myself. Or I will be anyway. What do you mean? Take me to the red-eyed crow. It's time we see eye to eye. Day Ray? It feels so crisp and clean. It does, doesn't it? Perfect day for a date in the woods. I just grip on my hand and I squeeze back. Oh, buddy. No. Don't forget we got an errand to take care of first, okay? We can enjoy the date as much as we want. Fine. I guess one cheek. We're them bold, aren't we? I'll get you later for that. Whatever do you mean? He shakes his finger at me. Tisk tisk. We're gonna have to wait until we finish this job. Meanie. Walking for a few minutes, we arrived at the road next to the waking woods. The snow had buried part of their bodies. The humans are still be seen laying on the ground. Little less than last time. I think Rory will be... Rory? Is that the name of the bird? I'll be okay with this much. Honestly, I have nowhere to complain after everything you did for him and his siblings. Aw, don't get mad, Jewel. Thanks to him that we can... Oh, that we have internet now. Well, I was not gonna lie. I think they actually enjoy sitting on the power lines. Don't you think? Animals... animal instincts. Must be true for demons, too. Those are the only thing that makes sense to me. Still don't understand how that wild rye whatchamacallit works. Wi-Fi crew. Whatever. I'll mumbo jumbo. The point is that it gets the job done. And I guess that YouTube stuff isn't bad either. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes. Ha ha ha. Come on, give me a little credit. All those advertisements wasn't easy, you know. And I promised I'd teach you all I know about the internet. Don't underestimate a freelance graphic designer. Yep, I know. It's my face that's freehand. And gives me a smoosh. Eek.
Okay. How should we deal with the bodies this time?
Let's pick up the clothes first. What if Rory ruins them again? You never know. Might have something useful.
Ah, you have such a beautiful mind. How can I be so lucky?
I was thinking the same thing. What are we waiting for? Poor God signals me to go ahead with one of his hands.
After you, Snowflake.
We did it. We're dead.
You told me that you never leave me. You said your word was bond. You told me that I was your family. So why am I alone in the fire, burning with your disguise, chasing my see the truth always comes to light, but the truth is a lie. The truth is just a lie, lost in your eyes. Still the truth is just a lie. Here is my shoulder, go ahead and tell me all your heart's desire. Tell me your secrets, it's safe here with me. I'll never leave you out in the fire, burning with your disguise, chasing lies. See the truth always comes to light, but the truth is a lie. The truth is just a lie, lost in your eyes. Still the truth is just a lie. Why did I believe you? Why did I trust you? It's clear that you are just a liar. Why did I believe you? Why did I trust you? It's clear that you are just a liar, but the truth is a lie. The truth is just a lie, lost in your eyes. Still the truth is just a lie.
Oh, the twisted ending. Yay. We did it. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here. I believe the next ending is just being a total dick. And I can do that. I'm down for being the worst. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.